Hey, welcome back. Matt McWilliams here, and I'm going to share with you today 5 things to do before your first affiliate launch. And on the last episode, I shared with you 5 reasons why you need to do an affiliate launch this year. And I mentioned a couple of resources for you. The first is if you're ready to do an affiliate launch, you're ready to do this, go to mattmcwilliams.com/ready to launch. And I've got something there for you. I told you about it last episode. I'm going to keep it a secret in this one, or you could just go back and listen. Now go to mattmcwilliams.com/ready to launch and let me know that you are ready to launch. And I also told you about iDev Affiliate. If you're looking to start an affiliate program, you're on a budget, but you want something that's reliable, you're just starting out, go check out iDev Affiliate. It's accurate, it's easy to use, and it's a good program. It's not the Lexus or the Cadillac. For people say it's not the Cadillac. Now I'm like, it's actually the Cadillac. You know what? No, it's not the like Lexus or Tesla of the affiliate tracking world, but it's a really reliable program. So go check that out at mattmcwilliams.com/iDev. So, what do you need to do before you start an affiliate program, before you do your first affiliate launch? Well, I'm going to share with you the steps you need to take along the way. I talked about this example in the last episode about go out and get don't go out and get 10,000 affiliates. There's some stuff to do before that on your first one. So number one is you test to a small internal list. So for purposes of this example, I'm going to say you have 1,000 people on your list. Now, you can do the math. If you have 400, well, you just take these numbers down. Not a big deal. You can totally succeed at this with a small list. I have, and I know dozens of other people who have. But you test to a segment of that list. So typically you might look and say, okay, I'm going to take my list and just do a random division. I'm going to say, I don't want to just have people who've been on my list for a certain amount of time. I don't want to just do people with this click rate or open rate or whatever. I'm just going to take my list and divide it in half. Totally at random. Divide your list in half and run your launch sequence to them. And what's going to happen is you're going to learn some stuff. You're going to learn, what emails are working. What time of day do I want to send this email? Do I want, why are people like dropping off at minute 4 of this video? But they're watching this whole video, and the people who do stay on path like from minute 4 to 5, they all stay on to the end. Well, what's happening at that like 3:30 to 4-minute mark that's causing everybody to drop off? I don't know. But like you'll start to learn some stuff and you get to test things out. Very small scale. In this example, with 500 people, you're probably going to have anywhere from 35 to 75 people go through your sequence. It's not a ton of people, but that's the whole point. That's the whole point, is you want to start making some small tweaks. Then you're going to test it to the rest of them. You're going to start testing it to the rest of them. And then you're going to test to cold traffic. This is step number 3. Now, there's something I want to say before I explain what I mean by cold traffic and what you should do there. These steps are not necessarily sequential. I mentioned in the last episode, the average launch sequence is 17.4 days. From PLC 1 through cart close is 17.4 days. You don't have to like literally wait 18 day and then do the next one and then do the next one. Like you can actually, there can be some overlap. I typically say start these sequences about 10 days apart. And when you get to, after number 3, you probably do want to take a little bit of a break and start, trying, like really just digesting what you've done. But they can overlap some because you can be making tweaks to your first PLC, video or ebook or whatever in those 7 or 10 days before you start the next one. And then that next group gets that one. So that third step is to test to cold traffic. And what I mean by that is go buy some Facebook ads. That's going to be your best bet. Some industries, it might be LinkedIn, it might be some other stuff, but go buy some Facebook ads and just test out to literally people who know nothing about you. You're just going to see, we're just going to try this stuff out and you're going to learn some more stuff. Now, at this point, you might say, okay, I've got a lot of tweaks I need to make, and you might wrap back around and do step 1 again. Maybe at this point, you just do your whole list. Maybe you do people who've subscribed, since the last time you did this. That's totally up to you. You might keep going with number 3. It might take you 6 months to figure this out, but you test to that small segment, then the other segment, then to cold traffic, and then fourth, you test to a few affiliates. What you want here are affiliates that aren't they aren't massive. We're not talking people with a list size of 250,000. You want people with list sizes of about your list, even half the size of your list or smaller, to maybe 3 to 5 times bigger than your list. So in this example, with 1,000 people on your list, you want people with a list size of 5 to 5,000 at the most. Yeah, like small lists over, generally speaking. These people are going to bring in anywhere from, again, 5 to 10% of their list. So you're going to get between 50, 25 to, say, maybe 3 to 500 people coming through a launch sequence. These need to be people who know, like, and trust you. And they're doing this because it's you, not because they're going to make a 50% commission versus a 20%, or this converts at 7%, or this offer's terrible. No, they're doing it because they know, like, and trust you. And now you bring some people through that, and you might set up, like, again, these can be concurrent. You might set up, number one, and then 10 days later, number two, and then 10 days later, number three, and you're making those tweaks. You might choose to space them out 3 weeks apart so you learn more. You can do it whatever works best for you. You can do it in a manner that is, that works for your schedule. But start small. Do this 3 upwards of 10 times if need be. A lot of times you might even use the same person again 3 months later to really fine tune this. This whole process, these 4 steps here, and I've got step 5 coming up. This whole process can take as little as 90 days, and it can take as much as a year. It just really depends. I recommend once you've done step 2, though, you go ahead and put the big launch on your calendar for somewhere between 6 and 12 months in the future. It's a good balance between it's plenty of heads up for people, and yet it's not like 2 years from now where it's like, oh my gosh, it feels like it's never going to happen. So go ahead and put that on your calendar and start working up to it after that second step, because you'll start to get, you'll fine tune it enough by then. And then step 5 is get ready to go big. Get in the right mindset that, when we put that big launch on our calendar, it is going to be huge. It's going to be massive. And start getting ready for it, because there's going to be a flood coming in, and it's going to be fun. And I want you to be in that healthy mindset, having that expectancy that this is going to be awesome. So do that. Follow those 5 steps before you do your first affiliate launch. And like I said earlier, if you are ready to launch, go to mattmcwilliams.com/ready to launch and tell me just that. And I've got something for you that is going to help you out there, help you to launch your affiliate program. mattmcwilliams.com/ready to launch. Go there, and I'll see you in the next episode.